Hey y'all, welcome back to another reaction video for the Take and Talk. We're gonna be taking and talking. I mean, come on guys, let's get into it.
Almost had to walk away from Color Purple. Yes, ma'am. Who said what? Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Because you know what? If I don't take a stand, how am I making it easy for Fantasia and Danielle and Hallie and Felicia? I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. I'm tired of hearing my sister say the same thing over and over.
I had to give up 3 years of vacation in order to do it.
Taraji P. Henson has joined a long list of black actresses in calling out Oprah Winfrey for lowballing them. But Taraji went a step further and revealed she almost walked away from the new Oprah-produced remake of The Color Purple because they tried to pay her scraps. Taraji broke down during a recent interview with Oprah's best friend, Gayle King, and said she's even considering quitting acting for good because she's tired of still being forced to beg for fair pay. And Taraji isn't the first one to talk about this either. You probably remember how Monique was demonized after exposing Oprah, Tyler Perry, and Lee Daniels for blackballing her, and they labeled her as difficult just because she refused to do an unpaid movie tour. Fans are now saying it's disgraceful how Oprah, the richest black woman in the world, has never used her voice on prominent projects where black women have complained about pay. That just goes to show there's no such thing as a good billionaire. But what exactly did Taraji reveal about Oprah and The Color Purple? Let's get into it.
It seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired.
Oprah Winfrey, one of the producers of the new The Color Purple adaptation, is once again making headlines for all the wrong reasons. After one of the leading actresses in the movie, Taraji P. Henson, spoke out about being unfairly paid and almost walking away from this project. The new The Color Purple remake is produced by Oprah's Harpo Films, Steven Spielberg's Amblin Entertainment, SGS Pictures, and Quincy Jones Productions. The same companies that produced the 1985 film adaptation of Alice Walker's novel, where Oprah played the role of Sophia. In the new adaptation, Sophia is played by Danielle Brooks. Fantasia plays the protagonist, Celie Harris, while Taraji stars as Shug Avery. Now, you'd think that someone like Taraji, who's a veteran in the industry with over 20 years of experience and countless awards and accolades, wouldn't have to fight to be paid a fair wage, especially in a movie such as The Color Purple with Oprah as the producer. And you'd also think that Oprah, with all the influence she has, would advocate for Taraji and other actresses in the movie to get what they deserve. But it turns out Oprah didn't lift a finger to help Taraji and others get paid fairly. In fact, according to Taraji, their initial offer was disrespectfully low, and they refused to budge until she threatened to walk away from the project. Well, Taraji has had enough of having to fight for what's hers, and during a recent conversation with Oprah's BFF, Gayle King, she revealed she just might quit acting for good because she's tired of still having to fight to be paid fairly. Now, Gayle tried to make light of this, but Taraji wasn't joking, and she explained that black actresses are still underpaid their pay on every new project they work on. And you could tell Gayle got really uncomfortable because Taraji was there to promote The Color Purple, and Gayle just kept saying she gets what Taraji is saying.
And I heard on the street, Taraji, you had the audacity to say you're thinking about stopping acting. We said, stop talking.
I'm just tired of working so hard, being gracious at what I do, getting paid a fraction of the cost. You get tired. I hear people go, you work a lot. I don't have to. The math ain't mathing.
You work a lot. Yeah, because she has to. I mean, I totally get what she's saying, especially with the breakdown. If you heard a little bit about this story, then you know, like, they might get paid $2 million. I'll just say $1 million. They might get paid $1 million for a project, but they have so many people that they have to pay, and they got to pay Mr. Sam. So, you know, you have to pay your taxes. And I think that's 30% off rip. So off top of that $1 million, you already down to 700,000, and you have all these people that work for you that you have to pay. So I think that, I mean, I understand where she's coming from when she's saying this, because though we may see as a collective that she got paid $1 million, she's not getting paid $1 million like we would get paid $1 million if we worked a W-2 job, because when you work for someone else, they have already took out their cut before they pay you. And she is the corporation, she is the business, which means that though her herself is getting paid $1 million, she may only see 200,000 after paying everyone else off. Is that fair? No, that's not fair. That's not fair in any capacity. And I wonder with them being actors, because they're actors under a name. They're not actors as being themselves. I would hope that they have their actor business set up to be in an LLC or in a corporation, because that way it's the business that's getting paid XYZ and they can have hopefully a bigger fraction. I don't really know how it goes when it comes to actors. I just know how it, like for me having a small business, instead of paying myself up front, I try to pay myself on the back end. And I'm pretty sure that's the same thing that she does. So is she getting paid adequately? I don't think so. I personally feel that the producers should have fought a little harder for the actors that they wanted, especially for veterans that's been in the game for a long time, that have already proved and shown their worth. Because I'm be honest, I haven't seen the new rendition of The Color Purple yet. And it's been out for a minute. But do I need to see it? Yes, I do need to see it. But from the clips that I saw, Taraji brought it. I mean, and she, like, her singing ability, her acting ability, and her professionalism, I feel like all of that should have been taken into tow. And being a Black woman, hello, I have the melanation on me. It is true that you get thrown to the back. No one cares. So I do feel like maybe Taraji probably could have said it at a different time because it was a promotion of the movie. But you never know where she was mentally with this situation. You don't know how drained she was. You don't know everything that she went through the process. So to me personally, I don't feel like we should judge her. We don't know. But I do feel like the producers, I'm sorry, Oprah, like, you should have definitely fought a little harder. Because if you wanted her in that movie, pull like a 50 Cent. He'll be like, excuse me, no, I want XYZ to get paid this. And I don't know if it's because he's a man and Oprah's a woman and maybe she doesn't want to step on anyone's toes, or I don't know what it is, but we have to be more mindful. I feel like we got to try to be a little bit more mindful because these are these people's crafts and they have perfected it for XYZ amount of years that they deserve what they deserve. Period. Let's keep going.
It seems every time I do something and I break another glass ceiling, when it's time to renegotiate, I'm at the bottom again, like I never did what I just did, and I'm just tired. I'm tired.
Yeah.
I'm tired. It wears on you, you know?
Taraj broke down, explaining that she wants to fight for the younger generation of actresses, but she can't do that because she herself is still not getting paid what she deserves.
And if I can't fight for them coming up behind me, then what am I doing? I'm sorry. Yeah. And I see what you do.
And I do want to add one more thing. Manager, where is Taraji's manager? Because her manager is supposed to have her back too. And sometimes I don't want to, make people ruffle up, or I'm not trying to be disrespectful in any way, but something to think about is that sometimes you need that strong male figure next to you. They'll be like, hey, this ain't right, or this isn't right. Or that manager. I won't say just for me because I have my husband is my manager. I'll say that, just in my case. So for Taraji to have that manager like, hey, no, we ain't going for this. This is not okay. We need this to be able to do this project. I mean, I could feel it. I feel it when she's talking, her pain and her agony, for sure.
Another production, and when it's time for us to go to bed, you don't have any money. They play in your face.
And even before this interview, fans noticed Taraj didn't look happy promoting The Color Purple, and you could tell something was off by the body language between her and Oprah.
I feel like the body language thing is pushing a little bit, to be honest.
But Taraj didn't stop there. On December 19th, she sat down for an hour-long interview as part of the SAG-AFTRA Foundation conversations, and she revealed that she almost walked away from The Color Purple because they tried to pay her scraps. The host praised Taraj for still having the passion and drive to reinvent herself in new projects, but Taraj says it's hard to keep the passion when you're being lowballed and underpaid.
The fight, as a Black woman, we do it with
so much
grace and get paid half the price of what we're worth. And that becomes difficult. And it's a slap in my face when people go, oh, you work all the time. Well, I have to, because the math ain't mathing.
Taraj also mentioned her role in the 2008 blockbuster, The Curious Case of Benjamin Button, and revealed that she had to fight to be paid $500,000. And this is the movie that got Taraj an Oscar nomination for Best Supporting Actress.
So that's why that Benjamin Button story hit so hard, because all I was asking was for $500,000. I wasn't trying to take nothing from Brad Pitt or Kate Winslet, Blanchett. They deserve to earn what they get because they work their asses off for it. I so too worked my off.
And then Taraj brought up The Color Purple, revealing that she almost walked away.
To me, it kind of seems like they're talking in circles a little bit. But my stance is still the same. You know, Taraji deserves her cut. Producers need to do their portion. If everyone has each other's back in a film, I just feel like being a Black actress is hard enough that we're already at the bottom of the total poll. So I just really hope that her future endeavors, that she doesn't give up and she can do better. But guys, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap this one up, and we'll get back to you on the next one. Bye.